Hey everyone, and welcome to today's Explainer. Today, we are tackling absolutely the most critical skill in the entire crypto world, and that is sending your assets safely. Whether you're transferring Bitcoin to a friend, paying for a product online, or just moving funds into your own private wallet, the stakes here are incredibly high. Mastering this process, well, it's not just about convenience, it is literally about protecting your digital assets.
Okay, let's dive right into this because this question right here is the fundamental reason we are doing this explainer. Can you reverse a crypto transaction? Usually, the answer is a hard no. Once a transaction is confirmed on the blockchain, it generally cannot be reversed. Unlike that ill-advised text message you might have sent at 2 a.m., there is absolutely no magical undo button in the world of crypto.
To really understand why, we kind of have to look at how this compares to what we're all used to. Right? With a traditional bank, if you make a mistake, you can usually pick up the phone, call customer support, and have an error reversed. But blockchain networks are an entirely different beast. They are decentralized. This makes them wonderfully transparent, highly secure, and resistant to tampering, sure. But it also means there's no central authority or customer support team to bail you out. If you send funds to the wrong place, they might be permanently lost.
So here is our flight plan for today's explainer. We'll start with a welcome to the blockchain, then look at what you need to do before you hit send, walk through the 10 essential steps, look at some real-world crypto transfers, and finally, figure out how to avoid costly mistakes.
All right, part 1. Before you hit send, this is your pre-flight checklist.
Before you even think about initiating a transfer, you have to remember that you are the pilot of your own wallet here, and you need to have these 4 essential items ready to go. Number 1, you need a crypto wallet holding the asset you want to send. Number 2, you need the recipient's exact wallet address, that unique string of letters and numbers. Number 3, you must identify the correct blockchain network. And finally, number 4, and this is a big one, you need enough balance. That balance isn't just the amount you're sending, it has to cover the network fees too.
Now, what's really interesting about this slide is that network fees don't actually go to your wallet provider. They compensate the validators or miners who are actively processing and securing transactions on the blockchain. And these costs, they vary wildly depending on the network. Bitcoin fees fluctuate based on demand. Ethereum gas fees can change frequently and sometimes dramatically. Meanwhile, networks like Tron usually have lower fees, and Solana's fees are often very small.
Moving on to part 2, the 10 essential steps. It's time for executing your transfer.
We kick things off nice and easy with step 1, simply opening your wallet or exchange app and locating the crypto you want to send. Step 2 is choosing the send, transfer, or withdraw option. Step 3 is pasting in the recipient's address. But right here, let's dramatically slow things down for a second. Step 4, verify the address. You must carefully check the first several characters and the last several characters of the address you just pasted. In step 5, select the correct network. If multiple networks pop up, you have to choose the exact one requested by the recipient.
Listen, I cannot emphasize this safety tip enough. Never, ever type a long wallet address manually. Always copy and paste it. A single typo in that massive string of characters could literally mean complete disaster and an irreversible loss of your funds. No way around it.
So, the crucial point is understanding what a blockchain network actually is. It's the underlying infrastructure, like Ethereum's ERC20 or Tron's TRC20. The sender and the receiver absolutely must use the exact same supported network. If you try to send a stablecoin like USDT on the Ethereum network to a Tron address, those funds will be lost unless the recipient explicitly supports Ethereum. It's like a giant puzzle. The pieces have to match perfectly.
All right, moving into phase 2 of our execution. Step 6 is entering the amount of cryptocurrency you want to send. Step 7 is reviewing everything, the amount, the network fee, and the total cost. Step 8 is confirming the transaction. Step 9 is waiting for the blockchain to verify it. Now remember, confirmation times totally depend on network congestion. It could take a few seconds, or it might take several minutes. Finally, step 10 is having the recipient verify that the funds actually arrived.
Actually, scratch that. Let's quickly loop back to step 8 for a second, confirming the transaction. Depending on your specific wallet, approving the transfer might require a password, a PIN, a fingerprint, Face ID, or maybe a physical confirmation on a hardware wallet. I strongly urge you, if you haven't already, enable two-factor authentication, or 2FA, whenever it's available. It's a completely critical layer of defense for your digital assets.
Let's move to part 3 and see how this builds. Real-world crypto transfers, applying the steps. So take a look at Alice sending 0.01 Bitcoin to Bob. versus Emma sending 100 USDT to Liam on the Tron network. These are two totally different assets, living on completely different blockchains, but the structural steps, they remain exactly the same. Both women open their wallets, paste the respective address, select the correct network, enter the amount, review their specific fees, confirm, and wait for the blockchain to do its thing. The underlying rules never change.
All right, our final section, avoiding costly mistakes, or as I like to call it, ensuring a safe landing.
You know, even experienced users can fall into these common traps if they aren't paying attention. Sending to the wrong address, picking the wrong network, or just forgetting to leave enough balance for the transaction fees are huge pitfalls. You also have to watch out for incomplete address copying or just swiping past warnings your wallet gives you. But you know what the biggest enemy of any crypto user is? Rushing. Rushing without reviewing the transaction details is almost always the root cause of the whole shebang going wrong.
And this brilliantly illustrates what I consider the absolute golden rule of crypto. Always send a small test transaction before transferring large amounts. If you're moving a significant sum of money, or, hey, if you're just using a new wallet or network for the very first time, sacrifice that small fee to send a tiny test amount first. Let it arrive, confirm it worked, and only then send the rest.
I want to bring us right back to those incredibly high stakes we talked about at the very beginning. If you enter a wallet address that is technically valid, but it just belongs to someone else, those funds are generally unrecoverable, gone. And that is exactly why our meticulous 10-step checklist is your ultimate shield. It is really the only way to protect yourself against an irreversible loss.
So, what does this all mean? By learning how wallet addresses, networks, and fees all work together, you've gained a massive new skill. You are your own bank now. You hold the keys, and you hold the responsibility. You've mastered sending crypto, but let me ask you this. Do you know how to keep that wallet completely safe from hackers? Keep learning, stay focused, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.